experience. Even better than it already is with, good company and some good eats. But yeah, that's it for me. Kenny, go ahead.
Cool. So, some crazy shit happened to me this week. Some dude comes in my job, super dusty on some bummy shit. This was like on Tuesday. Comes in asking people, like, oh, you guys do EDD? Like, do you guys have, do unemployment? He asking, like, people in my job how much they make, stuff like that. And, you don't just, like, if you're looking for a job, you don't walk into a place of employment asking about unemployment benefits. That's pretty stupid. So, cusses out store manager. They go outside. Threatens to fight him. Says where he's from. Yada, yada, yada. A bunch of BS. The next day, we find out he came back with a gun.
Good Lord. You left that point out of the pre-show? You left that plot twist out of the pre-show?
Yeah, it's been a long week. I've been through some shit. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, so thankfully, I hope they caught him. Because I know as soon as I found out, I was like, fuck this. I took an Uber home from work. I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
The fat dude with glasses was the first one to go.
No, like, there's a black dude, and, like, I know he recognized me and a couple of the people in the store. And I'm like, well, I'm not just going to walk. Like, from my job, from the store is, where the train station is, it's a straight shot, but it's a pitch dark ass street. So I got to walk down the middle of the street, and I'm like, yo, I'm not getting rolled up on that here. I'm not stupid. I know how this shit goes. Like, be hiding out in the bushes somewhere. Like, nah. I'm not, like, the block is kind of hot right now. I'll just take Uber home. That was the end of it. But it just really, it saddened me on two fronts because it's like, there's just a bummy ass nature amongst people. Like, in the middle of a fucking pandemic, like, you come in a store hounding people who work there, asking them how much they make, probably trying to get some scam going to where, like, okay, you get hired here, but then eventually once you find out that place does unemployment, like, you fake a slip and fall or some shit, and that's how, and a lot of people do that. Like, a lot of people are getting busted for these EDD payments because they're realizing, like, oh, I tried to scam the government, and the government's like, no, we just wanted you to, like, play it out so we can catch you because you're fucking stupid. But people are dumb. And then it's worse when you compound it with, like, dude comes back banging on people, and I'm like, one, we in Santa Monica. Two, like, as a black male who doesn't have a criminal record, and I don't really do that gangbanging shit, and I grew up in the hood, and I have friends who were in that life, and, all types of things, like, that's not how you even conduct yourself. Like, if you have to tell me you bang, you probably don't really bang. Like, you probably just yelling some shit out because you think, oh, I'm a civilian, I'm afraid of you.
Probably bang.
Like, your homies bang, your third baby mama on your homegirl sister side of the family, she bangs. Like, you just claiming a hood, you perpetrating. And, like, I like, try to keep negative bullshit energy away from me. And his energy was fucked up. Like, the moment he walked in the store, like, his mask was down off his face, and he asking me questions like, y'all do EDD? And I'm like, don't ask me no stupid ass question like that. Like, in my head, I get really stupid questions from people. But, like, in this particular case, I'm just like, bro, as a black male, you coming here doing that, now you just reinforce these negative racist ass stereotypes that these people already have about me that I have to deal with yet again because you want to be a dusty motherfucker. And don't get me wrong, there's dusty dudes, dusty ass females, no matter what your ethnicity, whatever it is. Like, every skin color from here to the other side of the world, there's always that one motherfucker who has to ruin it for everybody or gives one group a bad representation of what the whole group actually is. And that shit just didn't sit right with me. And I'm like, you stupid. Like, again, why would I walk into a place of unemployment asking about unemployment benefits, my guy? That's just stupid. Like, I wouldn't walk into the police station and be like, hey, where can I get some crack? What the fuck is wrong with your dumb ass? Like, but anyway. Oh, and another thing happened. So this is like a total flip side. But this old white dude comes in, acting super weird. He tried to get me to join this little fucking weird meditation cult like 8 months ago. Like, he's been passing out his business card to different people at my job. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to meditate with you, old random white dude. Like, just not doing it. I don't know what y'all be on in Santa Monica. Like, y'all be on some weirdo shit. So he's asking me, and we're about to close. It's like 8:45. We closing at 9. I'm trying to get done, get the fuck out of there. He's like, oh, could you tell me all the different juice options? Now, he's like, what's in a green juice? That's the equivalent of asking me, so what's on the space-time continuum? Like, what takes up the vacuum of space? Bitch, everything. Like, I'm not giving you all the variations of every possible veggie drink you can get. How about this? You write down what the fuck you want. I'll make your juice, and that's it. Now, obviously, I said that in a very polite and, very welcoming and warm way, because that's just who I am when I'm at work. Like, I don't... Like, in my head, though, my inner monologue is like, this motherfucker is stupid. Oh. So, I make him his juice. Mind you, his back's turned to me. Make him the juice. Boom. Gone. I'm cleaning the machine off. I'm trying to get out of there. And then the store manager, the MOD at the time, comes back and tells me, yo, what did you say to that dude? Because he, walked up to me all super nice, and then he goes, hey, you know that big guy in the deli? He's like, yeah, which one? He's like, the big dude in the deli with the hat. He's like, oh, you mean, okay, I know you're talking about, because I'm the only black dude in the deli that night, and I'm the biggest dude in the deli. So he's like, oh, okay, that guy's like, yeah, what happened? He's like, yeah, that guy's a dick. He's a total prick. Like, he wouldn't take my juice order. He was demeaning. He was looking down on me. He wasn't even, trying to take my order, really. He wouldn't even look me in the face. Now, mind you, that's total bullshit, because I looked him dead in the eye, and I was like, write down everything that you want. I'll make your juice. Like, I'm not going to tell you every green thing, every vegetable and fruit we have in the store. Like, bro, that's too... Like, you're not going to go to McDonald's and be like, is that meat grass-fed? Like, what kind of lettuce... Like, what kind of mustard can I get with that? You don't ask all those dumbass questions. No, you get what you get and you dip. So as the store manager is telling me, he's like, yeah, he called you a dick, he called you a prick, and then he called you a racist. And I was like, huh? I was like, wait, for what? He said, yeah. He said, oh, tell him I said he's a racist. I don't care that he's a big dude and I'm white. I'm not scared of him. And then I'm like, but why does he keep bringing up that I'm big and he's white? Like, what does those two things have to do with each other? Like, that, how does that make me racist? He's like, I don't care. I tell him to his face. And I'm like, then we both just start dying laughing, because he's trying to get through it. And I'm like, wait. So this whole time, the 10 minutes I was making his juice and all this everything else, when the two of us were alone, when my back was turned, when he could have said something to me or called me said racist to my face, or even after I finished his drink, he didn't say none of that. He had all that smoke when he came to you. And I'm just like, interesting. And I just laughed. I was like, well, that's probably the first time I've actually been called just a stone cold racist by a white person. And the shit made me laugh. Like, I laughed the whole rest of the shift, because I was just like, these people are insane. And this is all, the dude with the gun, this all happened within an hour of each other. And I'm just sitting there like, wow, people are stupid. I just want to get out of here and go home. Payday's coming up. I'm out of here. So, yeah, he pretty much just had all that smoke to tell my manager that, oh, yeah, I don't care that he's a big black dude and I'm white. I'll tell him he's racist to his face. And I'm like, well, you had the opportunity to do that. You didn't. And if you still want to do it, try it out. Let's see how that works. But anyway, yeah, man, protect your energy at all costs, because people are fucking weird out here. And it's a lot. It's just a lot. Tory Lanez came out explaining himself with the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation. I don't watch that dumb shit. The world's setting on fire, and we're doing the crossover episode with Mancini and his podcast next week. So I'm excited about that. And, yeah, it's a lot. And, man, that Eagles-Giants game was terrible. I wasn't watching it, and I just knew it was terrible. It was 22-21, that was the final score?
Yeah.
It was fucking terrible. Yeah. Anyway, Yeah, last words for me. Just protect your energy. Because there's a lot of stupid-ass people out here.
All right, great stuff, man. We got to create a Daily Chronicles drop or something for you.
Workplace Chronicles. Workplace incidents. And other fucking...
But yeah, man, shout out to our guests tonight, Kevin and Cory. Great. That was a great lineup tonight. Shout out to you, Kenny, for putting that together. Shout out to Eric and Izzy. Thanks again for your work and your time. We love you both.
Shout out to the Hood Chinese. Shout out to you literally taking the paper from a shoebox and me teaching you how to turn it into a
paper bandana. I look like a Cleveland Browns fan in a 0-15 season.
You look like you're about to rob a fucking milkman.
Wow. But yeah, man, shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to X Squad affiliates. Shout out to your favorite podcast app where you can find this podcast. Thank you for fucking with us and be safe, man. Peace.
Peace.